My name's Jonathan, and you're joining me here in my little loft room studio, which is my musical abode during this lockdown. Obviously, normally we'd be together at the Hive, but I'm going to do my best to help you start your songwriting process through the magical medium of video. So, yeah, I'm going to be talking about the initial stage of sort of gathering ideas for your song, what you want to write about, how you want it to sound, how you want it to feel. And I'm going to be approaching this from the idea of learning a cover song and how that can inspire you to do your own work, your own music. Um, so most musicians at some point have learned, a song that they really love. They've taken the time to sort of work out what the chords are, or even looked it up online. Easier these days, and work it out. Um, and what that can do is sort of help you get to grips with the song, what it is about the movement of chords that makes it, if it's a song that you really like and really connects with you, what demystifying a little bit of the magic of the song, I suppose, which can be good and bad, because sometimes I've learnt a song and then after I've thought, oh, it's just that, is it? Okay. Whereas, before I'd learnt it, you just think it's like the most magical thing ever. But on the other hand, then you've got it in your repertoire, that chord movement, and you can play that and get into that and relive that emotion of that song that the performer has written yourself, and that's a lovely thing to do as well. As well as writing your own stuff, to connect with the performer's work through learning it and reproducing it. So yeah, you obviously want to choose a song that you really like and that really connects with you. It might be the lyrics, it might be the overall sort of sound of it, it might be the chords, the way the chords move. It's most likely going to be an interaction of all these things. So obviously, a good starting point for any song that you want to learn is to listen to it quite a lot. Listen to it either on headphones or with good speakers, so you can really hear all the different range of sounds. If you listen on little sort of laptop speakers, you're not going to really hear the bass. Me as a bass player, I always want to hear the bass, so I'm always wanting to either have headphones or speakers. So to demonstrate this process, I've chosen a song that I'm gonna look at the chords of and the melody of, and it's a song by Michael. I'm gonna have to pronounce his name right. I'll struggle with his name because it's not like Smith or something. It's Michael, and I've never heard anyone say it out loud. Michael Kiwanuka. Kiwanuka? Think Manuka honey. Sweet song, sweet like honey. Kiwanuka. Sorry, no more jokes after that. So it's Michael Kiwanuka, Kiwanuka. I'm going to play a little bit of that song now. It's a song called Love and Hate. So I put it into Google, found it on YouTube. Here it is. Let's just turn that up a little bit. So instantly, I love this melody. It's great to sort of think about the things about a song that you love. What is it that you love about it? Maybe there's some things you don't like. But first of all, what do you love? So, love that melody. Really catchy. And then that bass is coming, beautiful and warm. Love that. The whole feeling of it is to me is very, very warm, which I really like. So I'll be thinking, do I want to incorporate those sort of things in my song, And I'm just going to move it on a little bit now, because I want to take the whole video of me listening to this first verse. Beautiful voice. Okay, so I'm not going to play all of that. So, love the song. What am I going to do? I want to find out the chords. So I would do that primarily on guitar, but if you're a keyboard player, it'd be the same process. You put the song in Google, Michael Kiwanuka, Love and Hate chords. I haven't even put instrument, and it's just come up with the top one is Ultimate Guitar, which is great. that's one of the ones that you know you're going to get some decent chords that are not going to be, you know, you start playing it and think, what, this is not even right. So I click onto that, and, you know, straight away I've got all the chords. I'd listen to the song quite a few times so that you know the melody, you know, well already before you start trying to learn the chords. Obviously, especially if you want to put the two together. If you're just focusing on learning the chords and you're not singing at all, and maybe you're thinking someone else can sing, you know, you be the singer, then don't worry about that. But I think to do the two simultaneously learning something new is tricky. You know, it makes sense to concentrate on one at a time. So I know the melody to some extent. So it says G minor, F, C minor, and then I'll try and sing the melody because I've got the chords now. So I got that bit, and then I'll try the verse. Standing now, calling all the people here to see the show, and so on, you know, and it makes sense to be familiar enough with the song that you know there's a change bit. They've labeled there's a chorus a little bit where it kind of takes a breather from this kind of hypnotic groove that it's created, and there's kind of like a middle eight as well. Which is, you know, usually something after a second chorus or third chorus, you've got a bit of a change. But the main thing about the song is that ba-bum, ba-bum, bum-bum, ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, ba-bum. So already I'm thinking, oh, okay, so if I'm going to write my own song, I want it to have a hypnotic sort of melody line like that. You know, I want it to be quite warm. Okay, you know, that's something I'm thinking of as well. And I haven't got into the lyrics here, but, you know, he's talking about his own personal demons. He's talking about, you know, pain, shame, and then he's saying, you can't break me down. So it's kind of an emotional themes that pretty much any human being would be able to relate to. So I like that too, that universal kind of aspect to the lyrics. So that's three things I would take from this that would inform my own song: the melody hook, the warmness of it, the universal nature of the subject matter of the lyrics and the themes. And then also I could even start sort of thinking, well, you know, I like the way that C minor goes to the G minor. You know, maybe I could even start writing something with that. Okay, maybe not that last note, you know. But basically I'm sort of saying, you know, I might be able to, maybe that sounds a little bit too much like it, but, you know, now I've got those chords under my fingers that I've learnt from this song. I could use those, maybe throw in a different chord, see how that works. You know, I'm obviously just throwing this just in the moment. But the other thing we can do with this ultimateguitar.com is if I didn't like the chords, or if I was singing it and it was too high or too low, I can go right down to the bottom of the page, and it says, over to there's a box at the bottom. It says font, chords, simplify, auto scroll, transpose. So we've got some great options there. So I'm going to go to transpose, and I'm going to take it up to, instead of being from G minor, A minor. You know, easier shape to get under the fingers. Okay, so for me, I prefer it in the original, but it just suits my voice better in the original key. But you know, you might want to take it up or down, so that transpose thing is amazing. And then the other great thing is, if you hover over the chord that it tells you to play, it's even got the finger in there for the chord. So, you know, as long as you know how to read a chord symbol, which there'll be another video in this series that will tell you how to do that. You know, you've got the chord right there. And if it's piano, it's okay, it says A minor. You just look up on Google A minor chord on piano, and there you go, you got that as well. So yeah, you know, very as long as you can play some chords, you don't have to even strum it all the way through. If you know an A minor and A minor, bum 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 ba-dum bum ba-dum ba-bum bum bum ba-dum bum. G, you don't have to, even if you can just strum the chord a bit. And there's even ways to simplify the chords as well. But like I say, I think, you know, I've throughout my years I've played a lot of different cover songs. And learning a song that you really love, it's just, you know, it's just phenomenal to see what the artist has done there to give it that sound that really kind of connects with you. So it's a really, really useful process. Okay, so I hope you found that useful, and that you'll have a song in mind that you want to start learning, and, you know, try to think what it is about that song that you love, and anything about the song that you don't like as well, you know, so you can avoid that in your own song. So for me, like I said, with this song, I love the repetitive melody, the warmth of the song, the universal nature of the lyrics. But it's 8 minutes long. You know, I might not be making a song that's 8 minutes long unless there's there's enough going on it to warrant it. I mean, this is a beautiful long piece. There's a big long guitar solo in it. That occupies a fair amount of space, time. But yeah, that's one thing. I'm probably not going to do an 8 minute song if it's me, because I'm going to follow this process as well. But the other three things I'm going to take from it. Okay, so I'll see you next time, when we'll be looking at writing melodies and lyrics from some chords that you've already got, that you found that you like. Okay, happy exploring, and see you next time. Bye bye.